First, though, we're on the go with Joe.
And guys, coming up next, we're taking you back to the days of grunge music and flannel shirts, celebrating the 90s as we take a stylish trip through time at Serving Up Style next on Good Day Oregon. First, live local.
It is 8:15. We are on the go with Joe, and he is celebrating a century of style in downtown Portland. It's all part of a special event that benefits the fight against lupus. Joe joins us live to tell us more about Serving Up Style. Hi, Joe.
Oh, Kim, and get ready for this. We're taking you back, 25 years back in the day, celebrating the 90s as part of Serving Up Style.
I love it.
I'm joined by JJ DeSouza. JJ, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Very cool. Now, for those of you just joining us, Serving Up Style is essentially a bunch of very talented designers get together and they decorate different window displays here in the old Myron Frank building, what was until recently Macy's. Each room is a different decade, and we are now celebrating the 90s. Tell me about how you achieved this theme of the 90s here in your display.
Well, it's super fun to get to design something that doesn't involve a client. And so the 90s were really personal to me. I'm a musician. This was my style.
That was like your bedroom wall right there. We've got Soundgarden,
a little
Pearl
older
Jam,
than that, but
Nirvana.
okay, yes, right. But I got to do something that I really wanted to do, and I have a thing for and I have a thing for the 90s, and so here you go. This is what you get.
Okay, now tell me a little bit about, so some of this stuff is actually your own personal stuff, like the musical equipment, that amp and all that stuff.
So the guitars and the amps are mine personally.
But then you have a store digs. Tell me a little bit about some of the unique items that you have in here that to kind of create that 90s grunge theme.
Well, going for the skulls, I have these outside garden stools.
Okay, is that what these are?
They are outside garden stools. Okay. They're flocked velvet, black and orange. They can be outside 365. Those come from my store. Okay. The Jean-Paul Gaultier, the beautiful dishware, is 90s inspired, but it comes from the shop, and most of the other things come from the shop.
Okay, now, for those of you not familiar with Serving Up Style, it is an event that basically raises funds and awareness for Molly's Fund Fighting Lupus. They had a big gala this past weekend, and then these displays will be here that anyone can see through October the 14th. Tell us, this is not your first time. You've been a part of this event before.
This is my 7th time.
Tell us why you want to be a part of this event. Obviously, besides the creative aspect of it, I know it's helping out a great cause as well,
It is. I've got friends who have lupus, and so this is really great for awareness, and mostly women, so most of my girlfriends that have lupus benefit from the society. So it's a really good thing to put my time towards.
Okay, and as we mentioned, you can check it out right here in person. A trip through the decades. Last one we were in the 1910s. Now we're here in the 1990s. There's 6 different decades represented. And if you want to know more about Molly's Fund and how you can help out, just go to kptv.com. JJ, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. You got it. All right, thanks. Now, Kim, coming up in our next segment, we're going to take you back to the roaring 20s. That's coming up in just a bit. But right now, to quote Fred Armisen, the dream of the 90s are live in Portland. Back to you in the studio.
I love it, Joe. Okay, we can't wait to see what's next.